Hi, I'm Danielle, the domestic scientist, and I happen to love a blue and white color palette. In particular, I love blue and white ceramics in my home decor. I recently updated my dining room using blue and white ceramics and some blue and white china. However, I have an open floor plan across my home, and so I want to make sure that I have a cohesive look across my dining room, my home office, and my living room. So in today's video, I'm going to give my office and living room a nice refresh, highlighting blue and white pieces. So stay tuned. So here is my open concept living area. I have an office, a dining room, and a living room that are all visible at the same time. Now, I happen to like the open concept because it makes the house feel a lot larger. And without all the walls, when I have a big piece of furniture like my dining room table, it doesn't feel confined and cramped because there's so much space all around. And there's good visibility to the other rooms in the house. But when you have open concept, one of the challenges that you run into is how you're going to decorate and have a sense of cohesion. Now, I'm not required to use the same colors across these rooms, but I definitely want to use colors that coordinate. Now, for today, I'm going to use blue and white. So in a perfect world, all of my books would have a similar color, shape, and style so that I could just put them all on the shelf and it would be glamorous just by themselves and no styling would be needed. But that is not the case for me, and especially not for my collection of books. I've got different colors, shapes, styles, and different conditions of books going on here. Now, because I use this office space professionally and we do a lot of video conferences from this area, I really want to make sure that second and third row on my bookcase look really great at all times. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to style vignettes. The first thing is, because I have so many competing colors going on with my books, I like to turn them around so the spines are not visible and all you really see is the white. There's a hint of color coming in between, but it's not going to be distracting. And then I just do vignettes on that second and third row so that it's not cluttered with too many books. And then I top each of these vignettes with a blue and white ceramic jar. Now I put one on each side just to give it balance and symmetry. So one of the many things that I love about blue and white ceramics is it's very timeless, very classic, and you can always add to your collection. So this particular piece here I've had for many years. I got it at Home Goods when I bought my first house, and it's probably been 7 or 8 years. I don't know that I've had it. And the thing is, it's a classic style. It's very clean, and I can use this in my home and pair it with something that I found at the store just yesterday. So you don't have to have matching patterns. You just need to have similar shapes and styles, and then you can pair multiple pieces with each other. So you can certainly grow a collection over time. I like the way they look in this office. It gives it a nice masculine look. Now on this first row, I have more of a blue and white nautical theme. I found this glass dome at my local Pier 1, and I put a blue and white candle in there, and then I have a ship on the other side of my bookshelf, and I think it adds a very nice nautical and masculine feel to the office. I love the colors because they're certainly very soothing and very professional. So because my office and dining room mirror each other and I want to keep a cohesive look across my home, I'm going to use the same blue and white paisley curtains in both my home office and in my dining room. And that kind of starts to tie all the looks together. So here's my dining room that I've done in blue and white, and I have some small accents of green in here. Now I have a very large table here, and it is set for a place setting of 10. And in order to accomplish 10 place settings, I am mixing and matching a couple of placemats and a couple of pieces of china as well. But if you mix very well, it can still give a nice cohesive and layered look that's very visually interesting. So one of the things that I've added to this look is this gorgeous centerpiece. I absolutely love this blue hydrangea centerpiece, and it's accented with white roses and it has some greenery in there. I love how tall it is, and it really just brings your eye up. It makes the whole dining room seem larger and more grand, and I think that it is just a nice, elegant, refined look. So I'm in love with this, and I think it pairs very well with the blue and white paisley curtains on the end. So now we're moving our way into my living room, and I have those large cutouts in my fireplace area, and because they are so big, it's hard to find single pieces to put in there to take up the space, so I do create vignettes. Over here I am layering several different blue and white ceramic jars to create a vignette, and as you can see, the patterns don't have to match, and that's the beauty of blue and white ceramics, so you can grow your collection over the years and it will still pair very well together, even if you mix a more classic traditional piece with a contemporary piece like I have here. I love the ones with the gold trims. They are hard to find, but I'm certainly looking to grow my collection of those as well. So in my living room, I do have a turquoise and blue rug, and it has like a really nice abstract print to it. And so I do like to add a little bit more pops of color in this area. And because it doesn't directly mirror the office or dining room, I can go a little bit more bold with my color choices here and still not throw off the look across the different rooms. So each room doesn't have to be an exact match, but you want to make sure that everything within the 3 rooms are complementary. So because I have this turquoise rug, I am adding turquoise pieces in the vignettes. So I have a white ginger jar and a turquoise ginger jar, and these are a lot more contemporary, so they're going to go into a vignette all their own. Now I have a set of decorative boxes, and I'm using the blue and white one here to go with more of a traditional blue and white vase. And in the other box, I used the turquoise and blue combinations, and those were a little bit more contemporary. So here is how the look has come together. I've got 2 boxes that have more classic blue and white pieces in their vignettes, and then I have 2 other vignettes that are more contemporary and incorporate turquoise accents. Now the turquoise I really like, and it does go with my pillows that I have on my couch and also with my abstract rug. So I want to make sure that I'm adding and blending those colors across the way. Now I'm not using turquoise in the office or the dining room, and since those directly mirror each other, it's more important that they match. And here is where I can have a little bit more fun and I can be a little more comfortable. Now for my coffee table, I used a nice simple brass Aldedade, and then I used another one of my glass domes with a blue and white candle. And I do have that same blue and white candle and glass dome in my office as well. So there's some cohesion across the rooms, and yet they all have a unique style. So I have 2 more fireplace cutouts at the very top, and I have some cultural pieces that I've put up there, and I think those are going to stay there permanently. And when I want to change up my look for the season, or if I just want to change up the color scheme in the room, I'll primarily focus on those 4 boxes at the bottom. So now we're just going to do another walkthrough just so you can see how all the pieces are playing together. So I'm loving the way the blue and white has come together across my house, how it looks nice and cohesive in each of the rooms, and how there's most importantly room to grow. The blue and white has such a nice regal element to it, and it's very unisex. Men can appreciate it, women can appreciate it. If you want to glam it up, you can add some more sparkly elements in there, or you can make it a little more rustic with adding more wood elements and earth tones if you like. So I absolutely love the versatility of it. The other thing I like about blue and white is you can use other accent colors as well to kind of bring it up if you just like to add a pop of color. So in this particular case, I have added pops of green. I've used darker greens in my dining room and lighter, brighter turquoises in my living room. You can certainly add oranges to it or yellows to it, and it's such a nice palette that nice pops of bright colors will complement very well. So another thing that I really like about blue and white home decor is it is very versatile from a seasonal perspective. I can take the same blue and white base and I can add different elements and transition it to more of a spring look, a summer look, a fall look, and a winter look. And as a matter of fact, I do have a Tablescape video where I've taken a lot of the same blue and white elements featuring my blue and white china pattern here, and I transitioned it to all 4 seasons. And I look forward to doing something similar in the rest of my house as we head into fall and winter. Now, I have been all over Pinterest and I've seen some gorgeous blue and white Christmas trees, and I've seen some of the nice ornaments that are out there, and I've seen people accent their Christmas trees with blue and white jars as well. So there's so much out there. There's so many great ideas on Instagram, Pinterest, and of course YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed today's video where I'm showing you how I've used blue and white home decor to create a cohesive look across my open floor plan. I hope you had something that certainly inspired you and made your day a little bit brighter. I'm Danielle, the domestic scientist. I have several home decor videos on my YouTube channel, and I have more to come. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you will consider subscribing to my channel and joining me along my home decor journey. As always, I'd like to hear from you. Please leave a comment in the box below and let me know what you think of my home decor video. Thanks for joining me.